Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. The observant viewers might see that this is a slightly different setup than normal, and that is because I have moved. It was a good move, and in doing so I had to pack up all of my Digimon figures and whatnot into boxes, and then I had to set them all back up, and I have a decent amount of figures. Probably two, maybe three boxes of figures. Anyways, they're not all Digimon, but because of that, and because I'm trying to like maximize space and putting them away, when I put up all my Digimon figures, I actually missed one. And at first, I was like, I should do a video on it. And then I'm like, why does anyone want to see a video about a very old figure? And then I thought about it a bit more, and I'm like, the Digimon community is all about collecting old figures and things like that. So this might be a fairly interesting video for someone, and to see, is this figure worth getting? Is it not? And I figured we could find that out. Also, another reason is because the BT06 set got pushed back, is my understanding. It was supposed to come out mid-October, and it didn't. And so I wanted to put something out. So I figured this is as good a video as any. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at ChaosDukemon, or Chaos Gallantmon if you are in America. This figure I got from GameStop. They had him on clearance, so he was only half that price, which is one of the reasons why I picked him up, because I like the eviler Digimon. ChaosDukemon doesn't really do anything for me. I'm much rather like Megidramon as far as his evil counterpart. So, meh, but an evil Digimon for 25, I could totally do. So we're going to start with the front of the box. Down here, it says it was made in 2015. It's an S.H.Figuarts, so I'm expecting a fair bit from it. Got the side of the box, the back of the box. A lot of Japanese I cannot read. And like you see the front, the back, and some action poses. And choking hazard, not for children under 3. The other side mirrors the first pretty well. We've got the top, which has got a nice view there with an effect that I really do like. A little description about the S.H.Figuarts. And the bottom has got a nice spread, which this is nice, because there's, like in America, if you get a figure, like most likely the bottom's just going to be blank. But I like this because you could like stack it on a shelf like that and still see what it is. Or like if you do have to pack for moves, you know where he is. Again, I missed him because he was in a completely other box rather than all my other Digimon figures. He just did not fit, and I forgot about him in the chaos of the move. Without further ado, let us open him up. Opens up from the side, and you've got some website information and a QR code. Then we get into the meat of the box. Before we take a look at him, there is a false back in the box. There's a paper beneath it, which tells you all the stuff that the figure comes with and how to assemble it. There's no reverse side. So, tells you how to plug everything in, tells you how to remove the fist and put the lance in, and how to remove the other arm. Maybe fist? I don't know. I don't remember. And put the shield on. And tells you how to put the stand on. Alright. So that is the box bits. So let's see if we can get this guy out. Alright. It's been at least a month since I packed him up, so I don't remember how everything comes apart, necessarily. Alright. Hands moved a bit. That's fine. So we've got the figure. I can't stand it up all the way because all the bits are going to fall out. But we can pull him out. This figure does not have the twist ties or anything, and I really do appreciate that. Let's give a quick articulation. So, head is on a ball joint. Shoulders are on a hinge with a ball joint inside, so they can get some good range. Yeah, so there's some squeaking. That's a reason to kind of be a little wary, I guess. That's a tight joint. Over time, stress could do something to it. The shoulder pauldrons are on their own little joint. It's got a double joint at the elbow with a ball joint in the lower. Fists are on a ball joint and they are removable. We'll get into that in a bit. Waist articulation, he's got an ab crunch, which you can go forward about 30 degrees. Back, not so much. Full twist at the hips. Legs can't go out very far because of the pointy bits. They can only really go out 20% maybe. You can kick back all the way and kick forward almost as far. He's missing maybe 5 to 10 degrees on the forward because of the, I don't know what to call that. The flare, the hip flare, I guess. Knees are again on a double joint. It looks ugly when it's exposed like that, but it lets you get some good posability. And then the feet have a hinge at the ankle, which doesn't do a lot. Gives you the minorest. And the toe also has a hinge that gives you some minor movement. So there's the figure itself. Let's put his additional stuff on and see how that stacks up. Starting with his, I'm guessing this is like a feather crest kind of thing. I don't know. That took some force to put in. I'm not sure how much of that I enjoy. It has articulation, and it can also move as well. Like, that's a thing to be scary of, I would say, putting them together and taking them apart a lot. He stands fine on his own without any of his accoutrements, such as his shield or his opening hands. Let's get his tape out. Oh, looks like I kept the tape on one side of this capsule, I'm going to call it. I like to do that sometimes, just to make things easier to put back if I ever need to, which I needed to. Hooray! We've got his cape off to the side, and we're going to take out his stand as well. Okay. So that clamshell is empty now. So the stand isn't anything super interesting to write home about. I do like that it's clear. I prefer clear stands over colored ones because it adds an illusion to it. Like, you can't see the stand as easy. The stand has 4 articulation points. So you can move it on the bottom, and then it's got a ratchet hinge and 2 hinges that aren't ratcheted. Which I do appreciate the bottom ratchet hinge, because if this figure is heavy, that's going to help hold it up. And let's see, I think... Yeah, you peg in right on the back, and these 2 are for his cape, which comes in 2 parts. Almost dropped him there. And there's a nice slice, so you know which one goes on which side. They will form one perfect union of a cape when done correctly. Sorry for the dust is picking up. He is just a tiny bit dusty. You do have to spread the cape apart to get him on the stand. Unless you put the cape over the stand. Like that. He's having a bit of trouble. But yeah, there's him floating with the stand. Not the most graceful. And he fell off. I remember I got him in a very nice dynamic pose before. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble now. It's like, am I missing a piece? Is there another piece that's supposed to go there? There might be. Let's continue unboxing this guy and see if I'm missing something and just being silly, trying to put tab like B into slot D or something like that. And now with the cape, he's actually back heavy and he wants to fall back. That's the thing to note, is that you need the stand to keep him up. Let's see if I can figure out. There he is. There is an extra piece that I was missing. It looks like. I'm not sure if that's going to fix the problem. It doesn't look much more different than the nub that I was trying to put in. There is this tiny clear piece that fits snugly there. Let's see if that does it. Oh, that's much... Yeah, there we are. That's how I did it before. So you can get his little crest back and his wing. And then he's perfectly fine, just levitating. There we go. So he's got 2 open hands. They're just mirrored of each other, so the other one looks exactly like this one. I'm not going to use them, so I'm not going to pull them both out. I do like his fully... I don't know the word. Not armored. Fully armed version. Like, I do appreciate they gave you the hands. I'm not for the hands. I like the weaponized. There we are. That's a good word. Weaponized. I like the weaponized version. So, he's got his lance that has an indented ball joint way in there. He's got his shield, which has the Digimon writing on it. I know that this can be translated to actual words. I don't know what it says. And then he comes with the forearm, which I imagine is for holding the shield, and it's got that little marker there that I imagine tells you. Right, because those are ball joints in there, so yes, you would need this. You should be able to just... Yeah, there we go. So then he can hold the shields. So we need to pop off his forearm, and that was a little scary. I'm not going to exaggerate. Like, those joints are very tight in there. I don't know how much I liked that. But then should be just able... Like, I'm doing a lot of force there, and I am worried. Because again, this is like an 8-year-old's... What was that noise? Okay. I'm going to take him off the stand, because I have to twist... I'm going to take it out of view. I can't... you know what might be easier? Let's take the shield off first. Let's try getting... forearm on. Before trying... There we go. Okay, so now it's on. So yeah. I'm not sure how much force normal figures need to do this. I'm going to say that for day-to-day stuff, that was pretty forceful. Let's get off his other fist. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay, that came off a little easier. Still did not enjoy that. So then we're going to try and slot it in to that, which I don't have any... Okay, that made a nice satisfying pop, so it's in. So let's get his shield back on. Very hard to do on camera, but I got it. And that changes his articulation quite a bit because this is big and bulky, which restricts a lot of the movement. It doesn't look great from behind because obviously he doesn't have a hand. But from the front, it looks great. So let's get him into the position that I like him in. Ooh, very tight shoulder. And throw that there. The shoulders are very nice. And what's the word that I'm looking for? Tight, I guess? Move his cape out of the way. All right, he's a little floppy at the knees, I'd say. But even still, I'm going to say you can get fairly nice poses out of him. Need to lower his shield just a bit. Ooh. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, you can get some nice poses out of this guy. Like, I like the flying charge pose. That just, it seems natural to me to have the shield and to have him trying to spear something so he's protected from danger while he tries to take it out. So I guess, would I suggest trying to pick this guy up? If Gallimon is your favorite, go for it. I think the only worrying bits are the hands and the, what is it, the forearm that you have to pop off to get these on. But if you can get one in good condition, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Again, his knees are kind of floppy, but they're still holding their form all right, I'd say. So those are the most concerning things, I'd say. Like, the crest getting it in was also a little bit... I will say that the worst one was the shield. Probably that one felt like I might actually break something if I wasn't careful. If Gallimon's your favorite, pick him up. If you can find him cheap, pick him up. I'm not sure how cheap you could find him. because I haven't searched. I have one. I stumbled across it on the GameStop website. Like, I was just like searching up Digimon one day, and I saw he was on clearance and it was free shipping, and I'm like, sure, I'll give him a shot. So as a figure, as an antique figure, I'm going to call it, because he's, again, 7 years old. Not super antique, but enough to where, like, some aging would happen. So the only clear joints are in the stand, which, if they break, you can get another stand. I'm sure that would work just fine. This is an S.H.Figuarts figure. They're still doing figures today, so if you need to get a replacement one, you could totally do that. And that's really the only joints that I'm worried about, is the clear ones in the stand, the hand, and the elbow forearm one for the shields. So if you can find one which already has these attached, vintage, that's the word I'm looking for, vintage, then this vintage figure should give you no problems. If you find one in box that isn't, be careful with it, and I think it'll be fine, because unless it's a mold defect one where there's like fractures, I don't think there's a big chance of breaking it. I would give this guy like 9 out of 10, because those couple issues, other than that, he is a great figure as far as I'm concerned. And he'd be fine in any Tamers collection or Digimon collection, Royal Knights collection, even though this guy is the recolor, so he's not a Royal Knight. I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure he's not. I think I would have remembered if there was Gallimon, Chaos Gallimon, on the Royal Knights. But yeah, there is my unboxing and review, or I guess re-unboxing, of ChaosDukemon, or Chaos Gallimon. I hope you enjoyed it. If you stuck around till the end, thank you. I've got one final thing, and that is the final booster, the dash pack that we got forever ago. I figure let's open this one, and I'm going to have to buy more of these, because I do like putting them on the end of these videos. And if you have a suggestion for any other Digimon video, let me know. I could do the Digivolving figures, if anyone would be interested. What am I looking for in this one? I believe we've gotten Black War and Metal Garurumon, so I would like the Grand Kuwagamon, because, again, I like the bugs, so I think that'd be really cool. Plus, it would give me the entire set, and that'd be nice. Do I expect it? No. Because anyone who has collected cards knows that kind of luck does not happen. Alright. What do we got? We got the Grand Kuwagamon! Yo, that is cool. That makes me happy. Again, he's one of my favorites. So he is an 11 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. His main effect is Digiburst 2. So trash 2 of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to activate the effect below. One of your Digimon gains security attack +1. This Digimon checks an additional security card for the turn. It's alright. It's nothing amazing, but this could be good to add some momentum to the Green Sun style. Especially if you use this one's Digiburst ability, go into Chaosmon, and have him gain that additional security attack, because it's my understanding that this Digimon will get the effect. Or even one of yours, so you could give it to one with jamming or something like that. So you can give it to Ogremon, who wouldn't get destroyed by security cards. So that's a good amount of versatility for this card. So yeah, this was a good figure, a good pull. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment for what you want to see next. And until then, I will see you next time.